it's your pal Amber here, and today I'm reading you Little Miss Trouble, Moving House. Little Miss Trouble lives in up-to-no-good cottage, surrounded by fields and trees and more fields and more trees, and even more fields. Her nearest neighbors live miles and miles away, and there is a very good reason for this. That very good reason is Miss Trouble. Nobody wants to live next door to somebody who causes so much trouble. Somebody who telephoned Mr. Lazy at 5 o'clock every morning for a whole week. And somebody who told Mr. Wrong that the best thing to use to polish his car was boot polish. Now, because she lived all on her own, Miss Trouble found that she could not cause half as much trouble as she would like to. What little Miss Trouble longed for more than anything else was a neighbor. One Monday, when little Miss Trouble was walking in the woods near her house, she came upon a wishing well. "Well, I never," she said, and then she had an idea. She threw a coin in the well. "I wish I lived next door to somebody," she said out loud. Later that day, she looked out of her window. She discovered that as if by magic, which it was, her house was next door to Box Cottage, which is where Mr. Chatterbox lives. "Tee-hee, now for some fun," giggled Miss Trouble. She crept down the lane, around the corner, up a telegraph pole, and cut the telephone line. Poor Mr. Chatterbox. No telephone, no one to chat to. But it was then that he looked out of the window and saw Miss Trouble's house. 5 minutes later, there was a knock at little Miss Trouble's door. "Hello," said Mr. Chatterbox. "Just thought I'd pop round for a quick chat. Funny thing, my telephone's broken and Mr. Chatterbox talked and chatted and chatted and talked through the morning, all afternoon, and late into the night. The next day, Tuesday, a very tired little Miss Trouble went back to the wishing well and threw in another coin. "I wish that I lived next door to someone else," she said. And the very next morning, little Miss Trouble found herself living next door to Mr. Bump. She threw tiny stones at his windows to wake him up and smashed the window. Little Miss Trouble went back to the wishing well. On Wednesday, Miss Trouble tried to play a trick on little Miss Lucky. But she discovered that little Miss Lucky is too lucky for any of Miss Trouble's tricks to work on her. On Thursday, there was nobody in at little Miss Late's house. She was late getting back from her holiday. On Friday, little Miss Trouble told Mr. Muddle that Mr. Small had called him an egghead. But Mr. Muddle got muddled up, and instead of being angry with Mr. Small, he thanked him. On Saturday, little Miss Trouble let the tires down on Mr. Forgetful's car. But Mr. Forgetful forgot he had a car and caught the bus. On Sunday, it was a very fed-up Little Miss Trouble who returned to the wishing well to make a wish. And then she had a thought. A thought that went like this. The trouble with neighbors, thought Little Miss Trouble, is that they are too much trouble. And she went home and was very, very good. And she didn't make any trouble for anybody forever and ever. Well, until Tuesday. The end. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Storytime Pals. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.